Hey everybody, Carl from ToyWiz here with my good buddy Chris.
What's going on, guys?
And we're here to play another game of Jumpstart. In case you haven't seen our other video, Jumpstart is the new Magic product that's out this weekend. Pretty much you open up 2 booster packs, smash them together, and play a game with a 40 card deck there. The packs are semi-randomized, so each pack you have is going to have a different theme, and even though the cards themselves aren't randomized within them, each theme will have the same cards in it. So Arcane 1 will have the same as another Arcane 1. Teferi will have the same as another Teferi, and so on. So let's open these up.
Yeah, let's get into it. Our last game was pretty fun, so I'm
yeah.
kind of excited to see what we get for this one.
Maybe this time we won't end up sharing a theme.
Or maybe we'll
Especially
get
with the exact same cards, no less.
Yeah.
Ooh, Predatory. This sounds green.
Cats.
Ah, lucky son of a gun.
Maybe this time we'll get the $80 green mythic.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely some nice reprints in this set. You got Creative of Behemoth, you got Oracle of Moldiah. Ooh, Rogues. Wizards. Okay, completely different
Wizard
this time
cats.
around. Yep. Let's open these up and see what fun stuff's in here. And then once we've looked through the cards, actually this was something we didn't do last time, we should probably go through and let people see the individual cards a bit. We got Nailith, Fungal Rebirth, Somberwalled Stag, Brindle Showed, Irresistible Prey, Truffle Snout, Sabertooth Mauler, Crushing Canopy, Dawn Treader Elk, Marauder's Axe, Thriving Rogue, Time to Feed, Sylvan Brush Strider, and a bunch of forests.
And in my cats pack, I've got Feline Sovereign, Enlarge, Keeper of Fables, Nature's Way, Canopy Stalker, Sabertooth Mauler, Pride Malkin, Crushing Canopy, Feral Invocation, Initiate's Companion, Pouncing Cheetah, Thriving Grotto, Feral Prowler, and a bunch of forests.
Okay, in Rogues, we've got Gonti, Lord of Luxury, Thieves Guild Enforcer, Mausoleum Turnkey, Una's Blackguard, Rogue's Gloves, Stab Wound, Alchemist's Gift, Masked Blackguard, Lawless Broker, Finishing Blow, Nightshade Stinger, Nocturnal Feeder, Thriving Moor, and a bunch of swamps. And notice that it is possible to get multiple rares in one of the packs.
Yep. Some of the packs are loaded with value.
Oh yeah.
And in my
Not
Wizards
this one.
pack, I've got Talran Sky Summoner,
Nice.
Shipwreck Dowser, Unsubstantiate, Talran's Invocation, Wizard's Retort, Capture Sphere Opt, Vidalian Arcanist, Sage's Rose Savant, Thriving Isle, Winged Words, Read the Tides, Teferi's Protege, and a bunch of islands.
All right, so we're going to take a few moments to sleeve things up and shuffle, so we'll see you in a few. And we are back. So we've got our official ToyWiz D6s here, and we are going to roll to see who goes first.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got a Snake Eyes. Lovely.
We got double threes. All right. So I will go first.
Alrighty then. Good luck.
Yeah, best of luck. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, this is what I got on my opening hand, and considering that I only have green mana, and I only have one creature, which is a 5-drop, I'm gonna mulligan this.
No problem. I think I'm going to be pretty good. This is going to help me out a bit.
Come on, wizard cats, don't let me down. Was it wizard cats or cat wizards?
I'd say Cat Wizards.
All right.
But the
fair
Wizard
enough.
Cats does sound a lot more fun.
Do they hold their wands in their mouth, or do they just wave their hand and meow? And
I think they wave their tail, and that's the wand. And then they just go sit in the box for the entirety of the game.
All right. Let's go back to 7. Do a
But the
friendly
Jumpstart
mulligan.
box is so tiny. How could they possibly fit?
They'll find a way.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this hand is a lot better. It's got more action. We get more done.
It's like they say, even if I don't fits, I still sits.
All right. Start with a forest and pass it over to you.
Okay, I'm going to start with a Thriving Grove, which enters tapped, and I'm going to choose black, so it can give me either black or green mana.
All right. Let's lead on an island and play a Sage's Rose Savant.
Okay.
When it enters the battlefield, I get to scry 2. These are the 2 cards we see here. I think, based on my hand, I'm going to leave this one on top and put this one on the bottom. And then it's your turn.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll untap the Grove, draw a card, and I will drop a Swamp, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Let's play this Forest and start off by swinging in for 2.
Okay, I will take 2 and go down to 18.
All right. My second main phase, I'm going to play this Feral Prowler.
Okay.
As I draw a card, and then I'll pass over to you.
Alrighty then, I'm going to draw. I'm going to drop another Swamp, and let's take a look at my options. I have, well, theoretically 4 cards, but this isn't going to do anything yet, so I've got 3 cards that I can play. So the question is, what do I go with? I'm thinking, oops, that's not the one. Don't look at my hand.
I'm not looking at your hand, don't worry. I would never cheat.
Mm-hmm. We'll start with this one. And I'm going to drop a Nocturnal Feeder, a 2/1 flyer that when it dies, each opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2 life.
All right, not bad.
Yep, so that one last game and it was not good for me when you were playing it, so.
All right, on your end step, I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to cast this Opt.
Okay.
Scry 1. You know, this card's it's a little slow, but we've got time to get there, I think. So I'm going to leave it on top and draw it off the Opt. And then I'll go to my turn.
Alrighty.
All right, let's play a Forest, and then I'll go to combat. And I'll swing in for 3.
Okay. I think I'm actually going to block the Sage's Row Savant,
Okay.
so they trade.
Yep, they trade.
I take 1 from the Feral Prowler, but then I gain 2, so I gain 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you lose 2 from the Nocturnal Feeder.
Yep. And second man, I'll pay 4 and play this Saber-Tooth Mauler.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of my end step, if a creature died this turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on him and untap him.
Nice.
So he's now a 4/4.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright, now I've got some mana trouble, but I still have things that I can do. Such as, I'm going to play Stab Wound on the Saber-Tooth Mauler. Gives it -2/-2, and at the beginning of the upkeep of the enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. So that brings it back down to a 2/2, and then when I pass the turn, you lose 2 life.
Yeah.
So I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. I'll take 2 down to 16. Draw a card. Okay. We'll play another Forest. And then I'll go to combat, and I will swing for 3.
And I will go down to 16.
All right. And then it's your turn.
Alrighty, untap, draw, hey, there we go, drop a Forest. What options do I have here? Okay, a couple interesting things I can do. So I think what I'm going to do is tap all 4 mana and play Mausoleum Turnkey. So I can return target creature card of an opponent's choice, that would be you, from the graveyard to my hand. This is my graveyard.
I guess I'll choose that one.
Thank you very much. And I will then pass the turn.
All right.
And during the upkeep, you take 2 more from the Stab Wound.
Well,
No, sorry.
On your end step, I'm going to flash
Jumping
this
ahead here.
Pouncing Cheetah.
Ah,
And then I'll go to my turn.
okay.
Yep, take 2 down to 14. Let's draw. Let's see what we get. Okay. Interesting. Let's play a Forest, and then let's pay 5.
Not good.
And I will play this Keeper of Fables.
Okay, whenever 1 or more non-human creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Slide this over a bit so we can fit all my creatures on one line. Alright. And then we'll go to combat, and
Okay.
I'll swing with everybody.
Alrighty then. So I think what I will do then... I'm going to block and kill the cheetah, and I'll take 3.
Okay. Sounds good. So you're going to go down to 13.
Yep.
I'm going to draw 2 cards, because 2 non...
1 or more creatures, so you only draw the 1 card.
That wording always trips me up. Alright, so I draw 1 card. Okay. And then I will go to my end step,
Okay.
And since a creature died, this guy will trigger.
And untap.
Yep.
Alrighty.
And then it's your turn.
Cool. Let's untap the lands, draw a card. And I think I'm going to go with Gonti, Lord of Luxury. It's a 2/3 with Death Touch. And I get to look at the top 4 cards of your library. I exile 1 face down, put the rest on the bottom of the library in a random order. And I can look at and cast the exiled card for as long as it remains exiled. And I can use mana as if it were mana of any color to cast that spell. So, probably not, definitely not. No, oh dear. These aren't particularly great, but I think this will probably be the safest one for me to grab. So I'm going to take this one and exile it. And I'll shuffle these up.
All right.
And return them to the bottom of your library. And I will then pass the turn.
Okay.
Did you say exile face up or face down?
Face down.
It is face down. Okay, so you don't get to see it.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's move on to combat
Okay.
and swing in with. Let's see. Swing in with all 3 of these guys.
Okay, I just realized you didn't take the stab wound damage this turn.
Oh yes, I'm down to 12. My
Okay.
apologies.
Too busy looking at the card I just stole from you. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think the safest thing for me to do right now is to get rid of that Keeper of Fables.
Makes sense.
Or, as I get a phone call coming in, you know what? What's that? 4, 3, 7, 8. I'm going to take the 8 damage and go down to 5.
Okay. And I will draw a card off the Keeper of Fables.
Yep.
Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Alright, well, I'm going to pay 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read the tides
Okay,
to draw 3 cards.
nice.
There's a case to be made for bouncing 2 creatures, but I just love drawing cards. Alright. And then I will play a land for turn.
Okay.
Thriving Isle, and I'll choose green with it, so I can tap it to make either green or blue.
Makes sense.
And then your turn.
Okay, thank you very much. Draw. Okay. I am in dire need of more mana, but c'est la vie. So, what I'm going to do is pay 2 mana. I'm going to play Nature's Way. Target creature I control gains vigilance and trample to the end of the turn, and then deals damage equal to its power to target creature I don't control. So Gonti, with his Death Touch, is going to kill the Keeper of Fables.
Not bad.
Thank you. Then I will swing in for 2 with Vigilance.
Yep. And I will take 2, go down to 10.
I'm going to pay 1 green, make him blockable till the end of the turn, or make this he has to be blocked, and draw a card. Yes, I'm doing that just for the card draw.
Sure.
Thank you. Swamp. And then I'll drop a Marauder's Axe, just so it'll sit there for a little bit.
Fair enough.
Go ahead. Take 2 from the stab wound.
Yep, down to 8. I'll draw for my turn. Alright. Let's get this party started. We will
It hasn't been?
I will pay 5 to enlarge my Saber-Tooth Mauler and make him a giant kitty. He gets +7/+7, gains
Oh, dear.
trample, and must be blocked this turn if able.
Well, there's the problematic part, the trample.
And then we'll also pay 3 and play this Feline Sovereign, which gives other cats I control +1/+1 and protection from dogs. Whenever a cat I control deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls.
Yes, it makes cats knock your stuff off the table.
Yes, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go to combat and swing with both. So this guy has 2 power, and this guy has 11 power.
And must be blocked and has trample.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 life.
Yeah.
That's game.
All right.
All right. Good games. All right, we're going to do 1 more of these, so we will see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this, and See you soon.